You've been told from the moment you could understand words that you're special, that you shine like no one else, that the world is waiting to be dazzled by your unique light. It sounds sweet, almost poetic, but it's a clever lie, because here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud: you are not special, at least, not yet. You are exactly like a million other humans, lost in habits, stuck in fears, navigating life on autopilot. You woke up today with the same stories you had yesterday. You told yourself the same lies about your potential and your future. That special status is a starting line, not a finish. It's an invitation to earn your place in the world, not a gift handed on a silver platter. Too many people confuse being special with expecting to be treated special, and that's where the trap is. They defend their comfort zones like it's their birthright. They resist feedback because it threatens their fragile sense of already enough. But growth doesn't come from protecting your ego, it comes from dismantling it. It comes from waking up in the middle of the night terrified that you're wasting your life. It comes from staring hard at the mirror and seeing every excuse, every failure, every half-hearted attempt looking right back at you. Because that's where change begins, in brutal honesty. Not I am special, but I am not who I want to be, and that feeling, it's uncomfortable, it's ugly. It's the raw soil in which greatness is rooted. No one wakes up a legend. Legends are forged in the daily grind, the repeated choices, the painful failures, the relentless self-discipline. Every time you say I'll start tomorrow, you're voting against that legend. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you choose to blend into the grey mass of mediocrity. But if you can admit this to yourself, if you can own you're ordinary, you're on the path. Because the moment you stop pretending you're already great, you open the door to becoming great. That's the paradox. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from exactly where you are. And that's powerful, because it means you have the choice every day. Will you stay in the comfort of special enough, or will you dare to wrestle with your fears and grow? The climb is steep and lonely. There's no crowd cheering you on when you wake up at 5 a.m. to run, or when you swallow hard and ask for feedback, or when you stare at your blank journal and force yourself to write another page. But every rung you climb on that ladder is your victory. The person who waits to feel ready will wait forever. Because readiness is a myth, action is the only truth. And it's messy and imperfect and brutally honest, but it's yours. And that's where the journey to the best version of you begins. Laziness isn't who you are, it's a habit you've practiced like a second language. You tell yourself you're tired, burnt out, overwhelmed, and maybe you are. But the real problem isn't exhaustion, it's chaos. Your brain is a creature of comfort. It wants to take the elevator, not the stairs. It craves dopamine hits, not delayed gratification. It prefers distractions to discomfort. So it whispers sweet nothings like you deserve a break and just 5 more minutes and tomorrow will be easier. And you believe it because you want to believe it. But the truth is, motivation is a fleeting guest, not a permanent roommate. You can't wait for it to show up. You have to build a fortress of discipline that stands strong when motivation ghosts you. Discipline is boring, it's not flashy, it's not glamorous. It's the grind, the mundane, the repetition no one posts about on Instagram. But it's the only way forward. Discipline means waking up when your bed feels like a warm hug you don't want to leave. It means doing the work even when your brain screams Netflix. It means saying no to distractions, no to shortcuts, no to comfort that cages you. Because comfort kills growth. You don't become better by waiting to feel like it. You become better by showing up again and again, especially when you don't feel like it. You build identity by repetition, not inspiration. It's those 1,000 small moments where you choose action over ease that build unshakable self-respect. Discipline compounds. The more you do it, the easier it gets. But avoidance compounds too. The longer you put it off, the harder it is to start. Your future self is watching and judging every choice you make today. So who do you want to be? The person who let comfort win, or the one who showed up and conquered? Spoiler: the winner doesn't have fewer problems, they just keep going. Anyway, and that, my friend, is where true freedom lives, in the power to choose action over inertia. Let's get one thing straight: love is not a fairy tale. It's not some magical force that swoops in and makes all your problems vanish. Nope. Love is a mirror. A brutally honest, sometimes uncomfortable mirror. You want someone to get you, to accept you as you are. Here's the catch: are you the kind of person the love you want would want? Most people believe they're rejected for being too much, too loud, too sensitive, too weird. But here's a harsher truth: you're not rejected because you're too much. You're rejected because you're not enough. Not enough growth, not enough self-awareness, not enough emotional courage to face your own mess. Every relationship you have reflects your emotional hygiene, your wounds, your fears, your patterns come along for the ride, whether you like it or not. You keep bringing the same version of yourself into every connection and then act surprised when the story repeats. Love doesn't complete you, it exposes the parts you've been avoiding. If you keep attracting drama, codependency, or people who ghost you, it's not bad luck. It's a sign that your inner work is unfinished. You want a partner who's emotionally mature, grounded, and self-aware. Then become that person first. Being nice isn't enough. Being available isn't enough. You need depth. You need to learn to hold space for discomfort, too. Communicate honestly, to say no without guilt. Love is not therapy, it's a flashlight. It shines on your shadows and forces you to deal with them. So stop blaming your ex, your past, or bad luck. Start asking, what version of me keeps showing up? Because the love you want doesn't come from outside. It's a reflection of who you are inside. When you grow, your relationships grow. When you evolve, you attract evolution. Otherwise, you'll keep chasing ghosts of yourself, of others, of what you wish could be different. And that, my friend, is the toughest truth about love. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. Here's a brutal truth you might not want to hear. You're not underpaid because the system is broken or your boss is unfair. You're underdeveloped. No one pays you for your potential. They pay you for what you deliver today, right now. In this moment, think about it. Every promotion, every raise, every opportunity you want depends on your current value, not some vague promise of what you might become someday. Have you been telling yourself, I'm waiting to be ready? Guess what? The market doesn't wait. The job doesn't wait. Your dreams don't wait. While you binge watch and scroll, someone else is learning, hustling, and getting noticed. You want to be overlooked, or do you want to be unforgettable? Being unforgettable means being so good at what you do that ignoring you is impossible. It means showing up early, speaking clearly, taking responsibility, and doing the work no one sees, the tedious, boring, unglamorous stuff. Your ideas don't pay the bills, your effort does. If you want to climb, you need to keep upgrading your skills, your mindset, and your communication. Stop blaming your coworkers, your boss, or the economy. Take ownership. Careers are not won by waiting for luck. They're won by relentless self-improvement. No one's going to hand you a crown. You have to earn it, sweat, fail, learn, repeat. So stop whining about how the world treats you and ask yourself, what am I doing every day to make myself impossible to ignore? Because until you answer that honestly, you're just another face in the cubicle farm. Change is a cruel friend. It doesn't come when you want it, or when it's convenient. Change shows up when you're fed up, when your own reflection becomes unbearable. You don't wake up one day and decide, hey, I feel like completely transforming my life. No, you wake up, look in the mirror, and hate the version of yourself who hit snooze 6 times, who scrolled mindlessly, who settled for less than you deserve. That moment of disgust, that gut punch of honesty, is the spark for change. If you're waiting for motivation, inspiration, or some magical aha moment, you're wasting time. Motivation is a fickle flame, easily snuffed out by comfort or distraction. Disgust, that visceral, raw feeling of I can't keep doing this, that's the real fuel. Psychologically, change demands that you kill parts of yourself. The self that hides behind excuses, the self that avoids therapy, the self that blames others instead of owning your story. It's not about adding habits. It's about shedding who you were, and that's painful. You have to grieve the loss of your old identity, even if it was flawed, even if it was comfortable. You have to stare into the discomfort of being vulnerable and say, I choose growth, even if it means pain. This process isn't neat or linear, it's messy, it's frustrating. It's the grind of showing up when you'd rather run. You need discipline, honesty, and brutal focus. Therapy isn't a magic fix. but it's a tool for holding that flashlight on your darkness. Journaling isn't a chore, it's a conversation with your soul. Stop numbing yourself with distraction. Stop blaming your past. You're not broken. You're distracted, scared, and maybe a little lazy. But that's good news, because distraction and fear can be beaten. You just have to want it badly enough, and the first step: being sick enough of yourself to fight. Here's a truth that no one wants to admit. Every day you wake up, you cast a vote for who you are or who you're becoming. There is no neutral ground, no pause button, no magic reset. You're either growing or decaying. Every choice, every action, every excuse is a ballot in this election of self. Hit snooze, that's a vote for complacency. Scroll through Instagram instead of writing. Vote for distraction, say I'll start tomorrow one more time. Vote for procrastination, but show up imperfectly, even when scared. Vote for courage, do the work, even when exhausted. Vote for discipline. Say no to comfort that limits you. Vote for freedom. These votes don't just add up, they compound. Your best self isn't some faraway fantasy, it's a decision you make every single day, the person you dream of becoming. They're not waiting around. They're watching how you treat yourself, how you invest your time, what you tolerate. Your confidence grows with each vote for growth. And with every vote for stagnation, your dreams get further away. This election never ends. You don't get a chance to take a break or try again next year. Your life is a series of daily elections, and the results are written in your habits, your mindset, your reality. So who are you voting for today? Because the best version of you isn't a secret or a destination, it's a choice. Made again and again and again. Every morning you open your eyes and decide, will I evolve or will I stay the same? The power is yours, but it's only yours if you take it. Start voting for your best self now, not tomorrow, not someday, now.